Welcome to episode number 1 of this brand new Dallas Stars NHL 22 franchise series. And today, I'm starting my brand new Dallas Stars franchise here in NHL 22, obviously, because I just said it 10 seconds ago. As you can see, we're playing the Rangers in New York at Madison Square Garden in the Stars season opener, obviously, because it's the actual schedule. And this is the actual schedule. The Stars did start the season in New York, play the Rangers at MSG. They won the game in real life 3-2 in overtime. Hopefully, they win this game in here, or hopefully we can win this game here in NHL 22. Let's look at the lines. So there's some differences. Obviously, some guys they let go. Some guys they signed. We have Robertson, Pavelski, and Radjov on the first line. Dennis Guryanov, Lutlinen, some they signed via free agency, and Rupe Hinson on the second line. And then on the third line, we have Michael Rampo, who signed via free agency. Last year, I believe he was on the Flyers, I think? I don't know. And then we have Tyler Saden, yes, he's on the third line, I know. And then Yoel Tavaranto, who in real life I believe is injured. And on the fourth line, we have Jamie Benn, our captain. Yes, our captain is on the fourth line because it works out with the line chemistry. Because our first line is +1 overall, second line is +1 overall as well. Our third line is a -1 overall, but I can't really do anything to help that. And then our fourth line is a 0. So that's why Ben's on the fourth line with Radek Fatsa, who they still have, and then Blake Como. In real life, Blake Como is on the Texas Stars and been scratching. I don't think he hasn't played a game yet as a Texas Star, but he was sent down, or he sent down and to clear waivers, which he did like a month and a half ago or something like that. It was like November, I think, and he still hasn't played a game for Texas. I don't think so, at least he hasn't played in a game that I've been to. So and that's the offense. Defense, we have Hastings, who's on that big contract this past summer. And Klimber on the first line and their line chemistry has a +2 overall. That's kind of why I have him there. And then we have Ryan Suter, who they got via free agency. I think the Wild waived his contract after last year. And then that's on the center line. We have Ryan Suter and Yanni Hakanpää, a new addition, along with Ryan Suter. And then on the third line, we have Andre Setera and S.L. Lindell. Yeah, S.L. Lindell, you're wondering why he's on the third line. Well, like I said, it's about the line chemistry. That's really why I'm messing up these lines. Just so I can do. Because +2 overall is pretty good, and sometimes I don't want -1. It's fine. -2 is fine. A little, definitely -1. -2 is borderline. -3, I was like, that's a little too high. So that's why I kept moving it around. And then I'm not sure if special teams or anything, but here's the goalies. It's Braden Holtby and Anton Hudobin. Yes, Holtby's an 82, Holtby's an 82, Hudobin's an 83. So I'd rather have Holtby because in real life I believe he's a starter, and in real life it's Brandon Holtby and Jake Andre are the two goalies. Right now Anton Hudobin's down in Texas on the Texas Stars. He cleared waivers, and he did his first win in a Texas Stars jersey when I was there like a week and a half ago. So and then you're wondering where Ben Bishop is, or you're wondering where Ben Bishop is. Well, he technically hasn't retired yet. His contract, I think, ends at the end of next season. Like, not this season we're in right now, but next season, I think. But either way, he's going to stay on long-term IR for the rest of his contract, and then once his contract's up, then he'll retire officially. So technically, in this game, he's still here. He's just scratched. Eyes did scratch him. Originally, it was Bishop and Hudobin as the two goalies, but because in real life, he technically hasn't retired yet, officially, but he said he's gonna retire once his contract's up, so he's hanging up the skates. So I scratched him because it was originally Holtby who was scratched, but then I scratched Bishop and put Holtby in his spot. So it's Holtby's our starter, Hudobin's our backup, but Hudobin will get sometime. I mean, they'll probably. I mean, in real life, I think Ottinger and Holtby split time, and here it might be like 75% for Holtby, 25% for Hudobin. I don't know. But and then our other scratches are Tanner Carroll at center, and then Joe Hanley, the defenseman. So, yeah. So yeah, and then I guess we can look in the AHL quick before we hop into the game. AHL. Well, this is the defenseman. We have Thomas Harley, that's gonna be the next person. He's actually pretty good. We have Alan Petrovic. I just said his name right. Andreas Boardman. I said his name right too. Ben Gleason. I don't know what I said. And then we also have Ryan Shea and Joseph Zatoni. So I mean, this team's actually pretty good. I mean, in NHL 21, the Dallas Stars won the Stanley Cup, and the Texas Stars won the Calder Cup. So in real life, they have won the Calder Cup once. It was back in 2014, and they lost it in 2010 and 2018. I remember in 2018, they were in Game 7. I was watching it live. They lost like 5-1, and I was like so sad. I was like, yeah. And it was when I was hunting, or not hunting, but fishing with my grandpa, or I think it was just my grandpa and some of his friends. And we decided to stay at like the lodge because we were like literally, I think we might have been in Canada or a few miles away from Canada, and they were playing the Toronto Marlies, Toronto, and then we asked the people in the bar, which obviously I can't drink or anything. This was 2018, so obviously I'm 15 now. I couldn't drink or anything. But cool thing about that bar was, though, because it was so old. Look it up. It's called, I think, Kettle Falls or International Falls or whatever in Minnesota. It's by like the Canadian border with Minnesota. The bar has like a hill of a floor because it's been there so long and they haven't replaced it. It was like that in the restaurant, but then they fixed it, and because obviously if you have it uneven, then you might have like, one time I think my grandpa told me that there was like noodles sliding down the table, but obviously they fixed now the floor is flat in the restaurant, but in the bar it's still like hilly. And then I remember my dad asked the person there if he could put the hockey name on. My dad asked the person who was in the bar if he could put the hockey name on, because it was Game 7 of the Calder Cup final. Whoever won that game won the Calder Cup. He did, but then they lost like, I think it was like 5-1. And the one goal they scored actually didn't go in, but after review they said it went in, although it never looked like it went in. But either way, they lost 5-1. But their lines for the Texas Stars, like I said, in NHL 21, the Dallas Stars won the Calder Cup, or like I said, in NHL 21, the Dallas Stars won the Stanley Cup, and the Texas Stars won the Calder Cup. Nick Camano, Ty D'Angelo, Joe Esperance, Curtis McKenzie back with the Texas Stars. I'm not sure if he's a captain or not. In real life, he is. I'm not exactly sure if he's a captain in this game or not. And then we have Jada Peterson. In real life, scored like 3 goals this year for the Dallas Stars because he's been up and down. And Rhett Gardner, Riley Tufte, Adam Master, although in real life he's in like Sweden, so he's not really on the Texas Stars. Jeremy Dodoriev, I could probably watching it. Anthony Lewis, Little Louie, that's probably my favorite player, one of my favorite players. Just Little Louie. I mean, he's 5'7". That's short. I mean, Tufte's 6'6", Maskerin's 5'10". Like McKenzie's 6'2". I mean, 5'7". That's short. I'm taller than him. I think. Ty Felleber, and then Riley Damien. He won the AHL Rookie of the Year last year, then the short of the season. So, yeah, 5'7", so that's why I call him Little Louie, because Anthony Lewis, and he's 5'7", and that's short. I mean, it's not like it's short, but either way, we start with 4 games on the road. 4 games. That's going to be a tough stretch. I mean, really, I don't remember what I think they won the Rangers game in overtime and the Penguins game in a shootout, and then the Ottawa game they lost, although Ottawa was like the worst team in the league, or second worst in Arizona, and then Boston I remember. But anyway, we play the Rangers in New York, the Bruins in Boston, the Senators in Ottawa, and the Penguins in Pittsburgh. So we start 4 road games throughout the year, and then we play our first home game against the Tens at home. It's a promotion night because it's our home opener. That won't be a video. The next episode of a series, or this will be there'll be 5 episodes during the regular season. Each game will be a separate episode. Everything I'm about to say is subject to change. The next episode of a series will be this game against the Carolina Hurricanes at home here on November 30th, 2021. Like I said, everything I'm about to say is subject to change. And then next episode after that will be so right now will be episode 3. After like I said, everything I'm about to say is subject to change. Episode 3, which will be next episode, or 2 episodes from now, will be the same here on January 12th, 2022 against the Seattle Kraken at home. It's a promotion night. It is a Wednesday, but it's still a promotion night. And then this episode after that will be the game on the trade deadline, which is on March 20th, because of the 2-week break, because the players are going over to the Olympics in Beijing or wherever that is. But obviously now they opted out because of all these COVID stuff. They postponed like 50 games, so used 2 weeks to make up the games they postponed. But here but in this game, in this franchise, they have a 2-week break. And I also done on this Benchmark franchise series, which was the last video on this channel. If you haven't seen that yet, then we'll be episode 1 of that series in the description below. They don't have a 2-week break in that series, but they do in this series. It's weird. That's why in that series the trade deadline's February 28th, but in this series the trade deadline is March 20th. So that'll be the fourth episode. The fourth episode of the series, most likely. Obviously, everything I just said will be subject to change. Will be not the Dead Nods. The Stars game on the trade deadline against the Capitals in Washington D.C. That'll be episode 4, and then episode 5 will be the last game of the regular season against the Ducks at home on Friday, April 29th, 2022. It's promotion night because it's really fan appreciation night because it's the last game of the regular season. And then, like I said, episode 4 was the Stars game the Stars game on the trade deadline against the Capitals in Washington D.C. and the trade deadline is on Sunday, March 20th, 2022. Now let's get into the game. Sorry, it's like 11 minutes in the video and it hasn't started yet, but it's episode 1. If it was episode 2, like next episode, I'll probably hop into the game like 5 minutes in the video. But it's episode 1. I'll show you the lines and all that good stuff and what the episodes will be. But like I said, everything I just said is subject to change. As this is our first game of the year. The Rangers already played one and they won their first game, so we're 0-0, or we're 0-0, and we're 0-0, and the Rangers are 1-0. And then on October 14th, 2021 at Madison Square Garden, the world's most famous arena. Stars at Rangers. Let's get into it. The video is on Pro, like it is in my Be a Pro series and my Spencer franchise series. And yes, the AHL affiliate didn't even be simmed, 100%. As our top players, Joe Pavelski, Alexander Radulov, and John Klimberg. Their top players, Panarin, Zibanejad, and Fox. So I'm used to Zibanejad in my NHL 21 Be a Pro series was on the Rangers, and Panarin and Zibanejad, well, pretty good. And that's Panarin right there for the Rangers, and that's Joe Pavelski for the Stars. I'm not sure who our A's are. I think that our captain's Ben, and I think our A's are probably only Sagan and Klimberg. I think that's what it was last year, and it'll probably be this year too. So yeah, winning points for us, how many points for them? Let's say we have a higher offense. We have a higher rated offense. We have a same rated defense, and they have a higher rated goalie or something like that. But it should be a good game, style, traditional, running 4 minutes, still pro, honest, and adaptive. Then the game will be in that clip. Is this clip's about to end in 20 seconds, so I'll just start a new clip. That's the end of the game, which will be in that clip. So this camera, a clip ends at 12 minutes and 45 seconds. It was at like 12 minutes and 30 seconds, so I stopped it. So like when I went into the game, the clip didn't end like right when I went into the game. So I'll be all ready. I don't have to worry about this or anything. That's the end of the game. Stars at Rangers, Stars at Rangers at MSG season opener for the Stars. Send a name for the Rangers. Let's get into it right now. Now, we both have an 88 defense. We have a 90 offense. They have an 89 offense. We have an 80. They have an 87 goalie. We have an 83, which is not that good because obviously I have Hope is an 82 and Hudobin's an 83. And their goalie I think is just Sturgeon and Dodoriak or whatever it is. Whatever.
Is everyone enjoying the bacony goodness?
Calm down, the bacon. Why is it taking forever to load? It takes forever now. Let's watch the rendition. James Sabalski. Alright, there's home opener. Home opener for the Rangers. Season opener for the Stars. Let's do it. I guess. They don't show the goalies, like the stats for the goalies. Unless it was because it's open at night, but it's like it shouldn't because the Rangers already played it in. So we win the opening draw of the first period here in the season opener for the Stars. Home opener for the Rangers. Here's Klimber. Back the other way. Stopped. Now Robertson. Pavelski, who's up top. Robertson, why did he go out of the zone? Here's Pavelski. Back the other way. Radulov. And Pavelski got hit hard. Here's Tato. And here we go. Slapper. Or a one-time wrist shot when the slot stopped by Holtby, and he covers. Just 17:39 to go in the first period. Zibanejad and Pavelski on the face-off. So our line went out there for offense and defense, or at least offense and defense for us, as Hastings lost the puck. Pavelski got it, though, and kicked it out. Wrong team, though. And now, Taku, turnaround shot, stop, rebound. The goal was open, but he missed the net. And eventually, Pavelski will get the puck, eventually. Here we go, up ahead, Radulov. Robertson, Shot! Stopped by Shesterkin, and he throws it out to Lindholm, or Lindgren, or whatever the heck his name is. So our first line out there, and it's 5 minutes into the game. Opposite Tlantno's faster than it does in real life. Here we go, what a hit by both teams there. Klimber put it off his own net. Now Tatu. And now it's in the corner. Somehow Zibanejad got the putt. Another shot turned aside. Klimber has it. Intercepted by Panarin. Zibanejad! Stopped by Holtby. Passes it out to Robertson, who lost the putt. Does go out of the zone, though. Eventually, our second line's out there. I said our captain Ben is on the fourth line for now. Obviously, it could change eventually. Shot's blocked away by Holtby. Here we are. Here's Klimber, who's still on the ice. Just got knocked out. Hintz following up on the play now. Backhand Glendening. Stopped, and then he threw it out to Panarin. Now it's Schilling or whatever. 11 minutes to go in the first period. And then that puts it away. Here's Duryanov, who got hit hard. Up ahead, Hintz, who in real life is on fire. Shot stopped and held by Shesterkin. 10-17 to play in the first period. No score here at MSG. So our third line out there for us, Raffles, Sadin, and Tiburon for their second line. And Sadin wins the draw. Hakanpää! Stop rebound! And he drew a penalty. Hakanpää drew a penalty and was tripped up. Rangers touch, and the Stars are drawing the first power play of the game and the season as Lafreniere tripped Yanni Hakanpää. Well, there's a third lady of this crew, which always, I think she was here last year, but she rarely taunts, but she signed on Pavelski, how good he is. Well, she's really done on the power play. Back to Ben, who's actually playing as a defenseman here. Shot blocked, Pavelski down at bat, another block! And eventually, the Rangers did it, and they hit him, Klimber. So we have four forwards, although Ben's lineup is a defenseman. Here we go, Pavelski got in the putt to the slot, score! Joe Pavelski on the power play, and the Stars strike first here on opening night, or here in their season opener. Obviously, it's the home opener for the Rangers. First goal of the season for Pavelski, as he gets the first goal for Pavelski gets his first goal of the season, and he scores the first Stars goal of the season, as he does his little celly there, power play goal for Dallas. Their first goal of the season, and Joe Pavelski's first goal of the season. 9:37 to play in the first period. It's now 1-0 and down, assisted by Sadin. Just over halfway through the first period, and that was a bad pass by me. Back the other way, then the Rangers. Here we go, shot turned aside, left it right there. Depote by a goaltender. He poked it away. Here we go. And Depote by me. Hakanpää got it. Sent it out offside. 7:50 on the go in the first period. 1-0 in Dallas still. Hits in the game. 6-4 in favor of the Rangers. For now. 7:50 on the go in the first period. 1-0 in Dallas here in the Stars season opener and the Rangers home opener. The face-off win. Here's Como. Obviously he's with Fonsa and Jamie Benn. Across. Trying to hit the Jamie Benn. As it hit the pads of the goaltender, back the other way. Here we go. And slapper! Dive blocked by Ryan Suter, who's like 36, by the way. And it's not really like a 3-year contract or whatever. He is 36. And he has a good dive block. Sacrificing his body. 6:31 to play in the first period. 1-0 in Dallas. Here in the Stars season opener and the Rangers home opener. And we lose the face-off. A tie! One-timer score! And the game is tied. Trent, whatever his name is, second goal of the season. Obviously, has 2 goals in as many games. Second goal of the season, 13:38 into the first period. It was a one-time slap shot from the slot. 6:22 to play in the first period. It's now 1-1 here at MSG. So our fourth line out there in Ben, Fonsa, and Como. Fonsa lost the face-off. Here's Patrick Emmett, the former Dallas Star, and Texas Star. Here's Lafreniere in the air, and that was sent wide. Here we go, up ahead. Fonsa. Here we go, across. Ben! Back to Fonsa! He scores! And he hit the water ball of Shesterkin off the back of the net. Good setup, right at Fonsa. Has scored the second goal for Dallas here in this game. His first goal of the season, 14:54 into the first period, and the Stars lead 2-1. Good play by Ben, and those blockers signed Shesterkin. And now we still have our fourth line out there with their first and Panarin, Zibanejad, and Tatu, which should have our first line out there. Assisted by Ben and Como. It was scored by Fonsa, assisted by Ben and Como. Good hit. Here's Ben with the puck. The captain is on the fourth line for now. Here, it might be promoted. Eventually, backhand missed the net, or was fired wide. Here's Ben. Good play by Ben. Zabinajad right in. Holby said no. Ben said no as he hit that guy hard. And I thought it was a accident hit down the ice. Beat it, Fatsa. Oh, Fatsa almost beat it, but did not. 2:33 to play in the first period. 2-1 down. So can't change. So we still have our fourth line out there with their first. Or apparently can change. Or maybe we changed before the icing. But our second line down out there. 6-3. Face-offs now 6-4 in favor of the Stars. Shot turns on. Rebound. Popped up in the air. Landed beyond that. I thought it was a no in the net. Center on the boards. And that could be another icing. And apparently it's not. They beat him down there, but they're saying it's no icing. And eventually Ben at the puck. Out of that scrum. Man, why did it? I wanted to play by Como. Shot blocked. Como needs to get off. I don't know why Como's still on. And with only 4 seconds to play, up ahead, intercepted by Blaze. To the slot, stopped by Holpe. A turnover led to a great chance. Holpe with a save right at the buzzer, basically. We're through 20 minutes here in New York. The score is 2-1 Dallas. We were outshot 12-8, so we scored 2 goals and 8 shots. They scored 1 goal, or we scored 2 goals and 8 shots. They scored 1 goal and 12 shots. Time attack. They have about they have 2 minutes and 8 seconds. We have 1 minute and 46 seconds. Passing, they were much better. Face-off 6-4 in favor of us. Power plays, or penalty minutes, they have 2. We have none. Power plays, we've had 1. We scored on it, so we're 1 for 1 on the power play. We're 1 for 1 on the power play. The Rangers haven't had a power play yet. And we scored 21 minutes into that power play, and the team as far as showing their goal. 2-1 Dallas as we beat in the 2-1 Dallas as we beat in the center period here at MSG. Here we go, center period here at MSG, 2-1 Stars. Here's Pavelski, and he wins open, draws center period back to Klimberg, to Haston and his D partner. And it's offside. I don't know who the heck was offside, but someone was offside. 20 seconds into the second period, we have our first whistle of the second period. Season lead Sandins, well, they're 5th, we're 19th. We haven't played a game yet. It's our first game. And we win the face-off back to Klimberg. The Radulov somehow got by the guy. Oh, he did, but then he lost the putt. Up ahead, Tatu. 60 seconds into the second period, back the other way. Shot stopped by Holpe. Passes it right to Hastonen, to Robertson. And I don't know why it was passed right there. Here's a Binajad. And kind of got bodied off. Hastonen. Pavelski. Shot! Oh, hit the glove. And there's a delay penalty on the Rangers. And they touch, and we're going on the power play for the second time tonight. And they'll say elbowing on someone. I don't know. It was on Zabinajad. I'm not sure where the elbowing was. 2 minutes for elbowing, and we had our Senate power play off the Danish clapping at probably the official. Team up. It's 2 minutes for elbowing, and then I'll show the penalty. No. So we're 100% on the power play, 1 for 1. On the PK for the Rangers, they're 0 for 1. Here we go. Trying to make it 3-1 here. We're 1 for 1 with 1 shot, which is the goal by Pavelski on the power play. Here's Robertson! Missed the net. Behind the net now, Duryanov. Got tied up. Back to Hintz. Back to the point, but now Filippola back the other way. Good Pochet and good Batchet to make sure that wasn't a goal there. And why was it passed like that? Dumped in by Ben. Back the other way, Fox. Up against the boards to Bartley Diderot, I believe. And eventually, Diderot gets it, clears it. Klimber did it though, so it doesn't go all the way down. Get out of the way, Duryanov. Here's Trumba. Minute 20 they go on the power play. 16:35 they go on the period. Here we go. Ben pass it up all the way to Hintz. Hintz lost the putt. Now Trumba has it at our blue line to poach it by Hintz. Trumba with a shot. Hit the goaltender up high. Now Trumba back the other way. Well, did it. Now there's like 20,000 players changing here. Robertson up ahead. Hintz. Back to Robertson. And why was it past the den? I didn't hit the button again. Here's Blaze. 50 seconds to go on the power play to break up. Why? No one. What in the. Here's a dump in. 40 seconds to go on the power play. 16 minutes to go on the period. Here's Hintz. Here's Duryanov. Here we go. Robertson! Nail the die there. 25 seconds on the power play. We might have one or two rushes, but then Klimber just threw it away. And somehow they still have the putt. Here's Panarin. Lost the putt. Now Ben! He's on a break! Attempted on a breakaway! Stopped! You missed anything. We still have the putt. Finned in their offensive zone. And it good hold. Here we go. Hintz. Shot! Score! Deflection goal by Robertson! In the final sentence of the power play. His first goal in his second year in the NHL. It's a power play goal. And the Stars lead 3-1. Good deflection. Make it snappy. That's some X-Fat. There's first goal X-Fat for Robertson. It's a goal for Robertson. His first goal, obviously last year was his first year in the NHL. So his first goal in his second year in the NHL. 3-1 Dallas, about 5 minutes into the middle frame. Up ahead, and that's offside. 15:05 to go in the second period, 3-1 Dallas. And we win the draw in the neutral zone. Kind of lost the putt. Klimber ran right into a left right here. Up against the boards, tips the putt out right to Saden out of the zone now. Here's Raffle to Saden. Gets it in. Shot by Saden. Stopped by Shesterkin. Now up against the wall. Tip to Raffle. Behind it. Right in front. Stopped. And now Nemeth has it. Here we go. Intercepted by Tivaranta. Then he lost it. Here's the breakaway. And they score. And it's a 1-goal game again. As Tipper on the solo putt, then he lost the putt, and then a breakaway, backhand forehand, and I believe he put it in the backhand. His first goal of the season, 7-16 into the second period, and it's now 3-2 here at MSG. Unassisted, and it's now a 1-goal game. Here we go. Suter lost the putt, just nailed the die though. Somehow Saden saw that putt, lost it to Lafreniere here. 12 minutes to go in the second period here in the start season opener at MSG. Slapper! Right into the catching love of Holtby, tipped out of there. The Saden who lost the putt. Let's fight! And now the score! And the Jamestown Lafreniere. I wanted to fight, but so they want to stop it for a good scoring chance. Lafreniere's first goal of the year, 8:58 into the second period. The Rangers have scored 2 unanswered, and that 3-1 Dallas lead has evaporated. And it's now 3-3 here at MSG, assisted by 2. I don't know who this is. But it was 3-1 Dallas. Now it's 3-3. Almost halfway through the hockey end. Shot turned aside. Well, it was a dive block by the goaltender. Here we go, Radulov. Dive blocked by Pavelski. Almost ended up in his own net. And why is there no one over there? Here we go. Here's Radulov. Shot! Stomped by Shesterkin, and he covers. 9:01 to go in the center period. It's a 3-3 game. So it was a 3-1 Dallas at one point. Now it's 3-3 Holtby. Obviously, they're both, Shesterkin not the win, and he's 1-0. 1-0-0. Holtby is 0-0-0. Here we go. Here we go. Hakanpää. And he was shooting, and it stopped. And no one is there, so all the way back down. Holtby will stay in his net. Here's Pavelski up ahead. Radulov up the win. What a hit. Let's fight now. Let's do it. It's Robertson and Nemeth. A 2-year player versus like a 8-year player. Robertson's number 21, Nemeth's number 12. Robertson might lose it. And Robertson loses it as he tries to step in for his teammate, Radulov. As both will sit for 5 minutes or fighting. Nemeth at an 8-year player or 9-year player versus Robertson who's a 2-year, 7-year player. 5 minutes to fight for Nemeth and Robertson. And Robertson has scored that third goal for Dallas. Zibanejad, I don't know. Face-off is in our zone or their offensive zone. And Pavelski loses or loses the putt after the tie-up. Here's Cantu. And did a hit by here we go. Intercepted now by Hintz. Back the other way. It's got nailed. Pavelski's following up though. And no one is coming towards the net. Duryanov, that's the point. I'm not going to hit. Not going to fight this time. Shot was way wide. Fox just got nailed off the putt. Here we go. Dance! Oh, he was too deep and he shot out the outside of the post. 5 minutes to go in the center period. 2-2 game. Trying to toe drag. Zibanejad. was blocked. And sent down on the ice. That's going to probably be an icing. And Hintz will not win the race. Icing 4:12 the point in the center period. 3-3 game. And we win the draw. Up ahead, Hatenpaw. Then Lendenin. And now it's sitting on the ice, and that might be an ice, and it was because I was trying to pass the Hintz, and he didn't. Pass at 3:35 the point, the faceoff will be at in our own zone. It's right in front of the red line. Faceoff's 14-6 in favor of us. It's a 3-3 game though, with 3:35 the point in the center period. And another faceoff. Up ahead, Hintz somehow got the puck. They're gonna probably hit me here, maybe. Shot! Turned aside, just trying to, for a rebound, which there was, but they got it. 2:40 point in the period. Here we go, here's Lafayette. Lost the puck, it's not nailed. Here we go, up ahead, Suter. Still has the puck. Shot, turned aside and through the goaltender, but just wide of the net. 1:20 the point in the center period. 3-3. At the other way. Trumba, shot nailed. Now Pavelski. He might have a 2-on-1. His Hintz to his right. And it's broken up by Miller. 50 seconds to play. Up ahead, Lafayette. Here we go. And here we go. And what a hit. And it's not cleared. Trumba, Chalene behind the net. And the Rangers run out of time. 3-3 after 2 periods of play here at MSG. It's going to be decided in the third period or late. This game will be decided in the third period or later. This game's tied at 3. The goals are 3-3. The shots are 17-17. Hits are 16-14 in favor of the Rangers. Time attack. We have about 25. We have 3 minutes and 54 seconds. They have 3.5 minutes. Passing 87% for them, 74% for us. Faceoffs 15-6 in favor of us. Penalty minutes 9 for the Rangers, 5 for us. Obviously they have the 2 minors, and we have the 5-minute major for fighting. We're 2 for 2 in the power play, and we've had 2 minutes and 18 seconds of power play time. They've had none. No strength goals for either side. So we've had 2 power play goals and 1 even strength goal. Ben has 2 assists. I think he assisted on the Robertson goal. Ben has 2 assists. Fonsa has a goal. Satan has an assist. Hintz has an assist. Pavelski has an assist. Robertson has an assist. And Como has an assist. And then everyone else doesn't have anything. And Tiverant has a -2, and he's only played 4.5 minutes. Setro has played 0 minutes, apparently. Rompel's... So, I mean, it looks like the third defensive line hasn't played at all, because Lindell and Setro on the third defensive line, they've played 0 minutes. So I don't have them out there for the third period. 3-3 game, though. As in that's... In the first period, we scored 2 goals, the Rangers scored 1. In the second period, or in the first period, we scored 2 goals, and the Rangers scored 1. In the second period, the Rangers scored 2 goals, and we scored 1. That's it. And in the third period, tied at 3 here at MSG. That's nice. So Ranjav's out for the rest of the game. So now our first line is Hintz, or our first line now is Robertson, Hintz, and Pavelski. What it is in real life. Dallas' top line in real life is Robertson, Hintz, and Pavelski. Shot! Stop! Or in real life, the first line is Robertson, Pavelski, and Hintz. And in real life, that's the top line in real life. And in this game, that's what the top line is right now is. Radulov got hurt on that fight. Here we go, up ahead, Hintz. And trying to go around that guy, Fox, but he stole the puck away. But now Pavelski, 1-on-1 basically. And got a shot away. Shesterkin said no. 17-15 to play in the third. Still a 3-3 game. And here we go. Here's Lindholm, or Lindgren, or whatever. Back the other way. Here's Cantu. And somehow I saw that putt. Zabinajay got bodied off. Following up is Lindgren. And to play by Hintz now. And somehow Robertson got the putt. Here we go. Over the Hintz. And intercepted. Go back the other way. Here then the Rangers. And now, here's Lafayette blocked. And eventually we have the putt. Go forward as a Bane pass saying into himself. Here's Hintz. Across. Broken up. Bane pass at the Klimberg. Across. Shot by Eastonen. Was deflected by Hintz, but stopped by Shesterkin. 13-27 to play in the third. I mean, Robertson obviously deflected the one earlier. Deflected the one the putt earlier into the net. This one was a putt by Hintz, but not in. As we lose a face-off in the Rangers zone. 13 minutes to play in regulation, tie at 3 here at MSG. Here we go, up ahead, Michael Raffel. Somehow now between the die and the boards! And Shesterkin made the save, and we'll cover this one. 12:02 to play. Hits in the stand, 21-17 in favor of us now. Now we lose a face-off. There's Miller. Here we go, one-timer! Holtby said no! What a save. We win the face-off up to Tivaranta, who missed the putt. Goes out of the zone. Here's Miller back the other way. Tivaranta. Here we go. Shot! And I believe it was, I don't know, the shooter was tied up here. Here we go. Across, in front, score! And the Rangers lead 4-3 with 10 minutes to go in the third. This guy, I believe, is his second goal tonight. Exactly 10 minutes in the third period. 10 minutes to trying to tie it as they scored 3 unanswered. It was 3-1 Dallas. Now it's 4-3 New York. 10 minutes to go in the game. And here we go. Here's Fata, who scored in this game. Here we go. And then got blocked. Here we go to Pote. We do have the putt out of that scrum here. And it was turned over. Panarin. Panarin somehow still has the putt. Now Ben has it. Ben has it. Back the other way. Shot blocked by someone. It might have been his own teammate. I'm not exactly sure. Here's Panarin. And not by everyone. Stopped. Now Suter lost the putt to Pinachad. Deflected away. Shot! Stopped by Shesterkin. That's 3 games for New York. They're at Montreal, at Toronto, and at Nashville. I have our third defensive line out there with our first forward line. We win the draw. Shot by Lindell is stopped and thrown out by Shesterkin. 5.5 minutes to go. What a hit! But then they still get the putt. Back the other way. Shot! Missed the net. Robertson now has it. No, Tatu now has it. Across to Pinachad! Not nailed. Setter has it. Why would you not skate forward? Pavelski. 3:40 to play, man. This guy's went over the hat trick. So rushing in 23-20. We're now losing 4-3. 3:40 to play. I don't think we're going to tie this up. Because this is... Here's Setero. Lost the putt right in front of that score. And that guy has a hat trick. And we're down by 2 with 3:29 to play. Turnovers. 4 unanswered for the Rangers. We were up 3-1. Now we're down 5-3 with only 3:29 to play. And I don't think we're scoring here. Lose the face-off. Pavelski does. Whenever we get the putt, which assuming that we actually didn't keep the putt, we'd outplay our goalie here. It's not over, but that guy has 3 goals, and just the problem is right now is just that the turnovers, and the turnovers. I can't stress it enough. Here we go. And now, what a hit. Pressure the puck, guys. Here we go. Here's Hintz. Back the other way. And he lost the puck. No, Hintz still has it. And it stopped. There's Gurianov. Shot! Just missed the net. Did it! My goodness. They're just going to play hooky with us all game. And no one's going to pressure the putt. He missed the open net. And this one hit the left post. I mean, come on! And that last round air in the open net, 6-3 Rangers. They scored 5 unanswered. We were up 3-1 and now we're down 6-3. I mean, just unbelievable. Sending 0 tonight for Lafayette Air. And the game's over now. Unassisted, his third of the year, second of the game. I mean, this is promising. It was 3-1, and then now it's here we go, and now Raffle went the other way, lost the putt. So that was just helpful. Here's Katu. And here we go, Zabinajad, stopped by Holpe. Here's Tivaranta. Time running out, shot blocked, and the Rangers win it. Unfortunate way, shots ended up being 23-23. Shots ended up, like I said, 23-23. Ended up losing 6-3. The time attack about, I don't know, 40 seconds more. Face-offs are 20-11 in favor of us. Passing they were much better. We were 2 for 2 in the power play, but we almost, obviously we scored another goal. Just that, I mean, that third period they scored 3 goals. Obviously, the third one was an empty net goal, but it's like, I mean, that guy with the hat trick had 3 goals and 2 assists too. I mean, it wasn't a bad game. Ben had 2 assists. Fonsa had a goal. Saden has an assist. Hintz had an assist. Pavelski had a goal. And Robertson had a goal. Como had an assist. And everyone else, well, like, Cedron had a -2. Lundin had a -1. Tiveron had a -3. Raffle had a -3. Suter had a -2. Lindell had a -2. Heinemann had a -3. And Hassan had a -1. Durinoff had a -1. And that was it. So it was like, Durinoff only played 6 minutes, so. Fortunate way. Obviously, in my video yesterday, my Done on Suspension franchise, we won the game against the Penguins in Pittsburgh, 4-3 in a shootout. Well, here, the Stars at Rangers pull off, or the Rangers win 6-3 against the Stars here in New York. As unfortunately, we can't hit the W, but like I said, next episode of the series will most likely be that game against the Hurricanes on November 30th, 2021. I think it's a promotion night, right? I think it is, but that's subject to change. But that should be the next episode of the series. I'm not sure when it's going to be, though, because obviously I'll be done at school, and I think a week from today, so it won't be on Christmas break. And it could be, hopefully it's not a long time away, but it shouldn't be like months and months, but it could be like a month or so, or more. But obviously you guys will find out when I post the video, and yeah, that's pretty much it. If it's up to, and by the way, next video on this channel, which will be most likely go up tomorrow, assuming this video is going up on December 28th, next video on this channel, regardless of when this video goes up, will be the next episode of my Vinny J NHL 22 Be a Pro series. So stay tuned for that video. And yeah, that's pretty much it. If it's up to the button, subscribe if you have your mom, dad, grandmother, fans, circle, friends about these videos. And yeah, I'm going to see you in episode number 2 of this Dallas Stars NHL 22 franchise series. See you in episode number 2. And eat a lot of bacon and go Stars.